Welcome to the Real Agents of Change. I'm your host, Cami Baker, and it is my honor to spend time with and educate and inform other real agents of change and the people who want to meet them. Today we have a dear friend of mine that I have known for at least 12 years now, Michael DiSchiavi, and this gentleman has the biggest heart of anyone I know. I jokingly say, how can you possibly be such a nice person and live in New York City? But we're going to hear from Michael why he wants to be a charitable real estate specialist and who the nonprofits are that he loves to support. Michael, please share.
Thank you, Cami. It's an honor to be on here with you. You know how incredible I think you are. And I'm just thrilled to be here. So I wanted to be a real agent of change because I absolutely love the idea of being paid to do what I do, which is sell real estate, and at the same time provide checks in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to nonprofits that otherwise just couldn't get them. You know, I mean, we say in our group all the time, fundraising is broken. So this is the secret way that we have to get those checks coming without having to do the bake sales and the car shows and all those other things that you and I have both done, organized, written flyers for, and begged people to buy raffle tickets.
I was just on the phone with another real agent of change who's actually a fundraiser for nonprofits. Sweet gal, she just spent 2 months putting together a fundraiser online, finally got it finished. They did bring in $50,000, which is a nice chunk, but I let her know, like I want our viewers to know, the average check for one piece of real estate donated is $550,000. And checks for $5 million and up are very, very commonplace, especially in a market like yours in New York City. Now, I know that there's a dozen nonprofits that you could mention, but who are a couple that you'd really like to support?
Well, the first one is God's Love We Deliver, which for anyone not in the New York area, that's a nonprofit that delivers home cooked meals to people with serious illnesses. It started in the 80s in response to the AIDS crisis, and it was specifically for people with AIDS, but they've expanded now to anyone with chronic illness. And my neurosurgeon, Dr. Eric Andera from NYU, is on the board of directors, and I just had a great conversation with him yesterday, and he's all excited about what we can do. And that would be the first one. The second one is New York Memory Center. Their executive director, Josephine Brown, is a very good friend of mine. And Josephine takes real pride in the fact that her senior center is the only center in Brooklyn that is dedicated to adult care for people with Alzheimer's dementia.
You know, there's so many wonderful causes out there. 1.3 million nonprofits actually in this country, and it never ceases to fascinate and amaze me at the different ones that are available. And they all need funding. And to your point, fundraising is broken. So real estate is hot, fundraising is not. What can we do to fix that? So Michael, you are in the New York area. Please tell our viewers what markets you're in, who you typically like to work with, so they know how to reach out to you and potentially donate a piece of property.
Sure. Well, as Cami mentioned, I'm in New York City. I live in Brooklyn, so I specialize in the Brooklyn market, but I also serve Manhattan and Staten Island. If you have a property in one of the other boroughs, I may not be able to handle it personally, but I have a list of people who can give you excellent service.
Well, and not only that, but as Michael is a charitable real estate specialist, even if you do know agents in any of those boroughs, if you are wanting to learn more about how your nonprofit can benefit, how you can get these incredible tax benefits, etc., he's still going to be your go-to guy. And as we continue to add agents in every city, every borough, every neighborhood who specialize in this, Michael is actually a trainer for us as well. So So just want our viewers to know, charitable real estate has been around for over 100 years, but you've never heard of it because up until now, nonprofits have not had a way to accept these donations risk-free, but we do now. So for more information, reach out to Michael or to myself, and stay tuned for the next episode of The Real Agents of Change, where we're always talking to change agents, whether they're real estate agents, nonprofits, or other leaders and visionaries in our community. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Cami.